In this chapter, we are going to learn how to create and manage Facebook group. Facebook groups are totally different than your Facebook brand page. There are chances you would have been a part of some Facebook group. There are ample of Facebook groups that includes your food related groups, your travel related groups, HR job related groups, buy sell groups, and a lot of varieties are there, right? So let's understand why somebody would be interested in creating a group, especially why a brand would need a group. Number one, the brand or the marketer wants to create a community of engaged followers and like-minded people. Number two, the marketer wants to establish his image as an expert of a specific subject. So people will join that group, they will raise the query, and the marketer can give an answer. And number three, normally, Facebook groups are seeing better reach than Facebook brand page. So if you are planning to create Facebook group just for the sake of this reach, then I would say don't create any kind of Facebook group. Rather be a part of some existing group. Reason being, you will require totally different content strategy for Facebook group. Try to understand why somebody would stay on your group, because as long as you are providing valuable content, you are helping them resolve their pain points, you are helping them solve their problems, then yes, people will stay on that group. But if you are not going to do that, if you are not having that time, then eventually people will leave that group. So if you are able to spare time and if you really want to build a community, then only create this group. So let's see how Facebook groups can be created. So right now we are on Strikers Fitness Facebook page, and we'll come over here on more and we'll click on this drop down, and from there we'll select groups. Now if you have already created any group, then that would be visible over here. You can see one group is already there, Strikers Never Give Up. Why I have created that group, you will understand that towards the end of the video. Now we'll click this create linked group. So this group will always be associated with Strikers Fitness Facebook page. So we'll click that. Now this is how your group creation process starts. First you need to give some name to this group. So we'll say Strikers Fitness Heroes. So the group name is available, so we can select that name, and over here you can see the preview on desktop. This is going to look like this, Strikers Fitness Heroes. Now you need to select the privacy. If you select public, then you can see over here what happens with the public group. Anyone can see who is in the group and what they post, and this is visible to anyone can find this particular group. But if you go for private, then only members can see who is in the group and what they are posting. When you create this public group, you will not have any option related to visibility. But when you select private, you will see this hide group option is visible over here. Now here you are having two options. If you select hidden, then only members can find this group. Nobody else would be able to find this group on Facebook. If you select this visible, then anyone can find this group. But still, when the group is private and visible, anyone can find this group, but only members can see who is in the group and what they post. So if somebody wants to know who are the members and what kind of content is being shared on that group, then they need to be a member. So right now I would select private and visibility will keep it on. Anyone can find this group. If we want to invite someone, then we can do it right from here. Let me invite myself, the Sanikrit. This is my personal profile. So these are the things which are basic for creating a group. So we'll click on this create button. So right now we are on community home of Strikers Fitness Heroes group. And the first thing we can do is we can set up this header image for group. Just remember the dimension for group cover image is different than your page cover image. Over here you need to create the image in 1640 by 856 pixels. So I am having that image ready with me, so we'll select from my computer and we'll set up it over here. We'll select upload photo, and here is my cover image for this particular group. I can adjust the way I would like it to be. So this is pretty fine. Strikers Fitness Heroes, save fit. We'll click save changes. So our image is ready. Now you need to understand three parts. One is setting up the group. The process which we have started is really a lengthy process, so pay attention to it. Second is how to invite people to join this group, and third is how to post on this particular group. Let's first go to this on left hand side, group settings, and from here first is setup group. So over here we'll click this name and description. So name we have already selected, Strikers Fitness Heroes, that is okay, but we haven't added any description, so let's do that. So I will write like something like this. In this group we will discuss various aspects of staying fit. If you are having any query on fitness, you can always post the same and our expert will reply at the earliest possible. So this way people will have a fair idea, okay, what is the purpose of this group. We'll click save. So now look at this new member intro. We'll click this drop down, that is by default it is off. If we want to create a message that new members will see when they visit your group for the first time, we'll click this get started and we'll write something over here. It is, hey, welcome to your fitness journey, and we'll publish. So the message is ready, and now show intro message. If we want to turn off at any time, we can do that. Right now we are turning it on, and we'll go to this privacy settings. So over here we can see the group is private, and just you need to remember one thing: private groups cannot be changed to public to protect the privacy of group members. But if you created a public group, then that can always be converted into private in later on. We are okay with the visibility part. Now we'll select the location. Yes, I would like to add some kind of location. Let's say normally people are having tendency to join groups which are from their own city. So let's add the location as Ahmedabad, India. So this setup part is ready. Now over here we can see the second part, that is customized group. The first thing over here is the vanity URL. If you remember, during setup of our Facebook page, we had created vanity URL for our page. The similar way, we need to create this vanity URL for our group. And over here, it would be facebook.com/groups/ I will say Strikers Fitness Heroes. So this is available, and we'll click save. Just remember, once your group has more than 5,000 members, you will not be able to customize your address again. So till the time you are not having 5,000 members, you can come over here and change it. But if you quickly grow and reach to 5,000, then you will not have any chance to change that URL. So be sure whatever you are selecting is correct. Strikers Fitness Heroes. I will click save. Now we can select the group colors. So to stay in with the overall branding identity, I will select this color, and you can choose from here or add color from this particular palette. So I would be okay with this, and I will click save. So this two tone of this same color has been added. Now if you look at the badge, there are 10 badge. If you look at the admin, you can see for members who manage the membership, moderation, settings and post for the group, will be known as admin. Moderator is for members who manage the membership and post for the group, and group expert for members who answer questions and share their expertise with the group. So these are by default. Over here you can see a lot of other badges are also available. New member, for new member shown for 2 weeks. If I am joining today, then for next 2 weeks I would be having this particular badge. Rising star for new members who have made engaging posts shown for at least 1 month, then I would be having this rising star badge. Visual storyteller, conversion starter, founding member. Founding member is for members who help build this group by sharing it, inviting people, or creating post when the group was new. So you can see there are around 10 badges. So all are applicable to us, and we are not going to do any changes over here. There's a psychological benefit, like people love to have this kind of badges, so you should turn it on. Group affiliation, over here you can see group affiliation. If I turn on, then it will always showcase this strikers fitness is associated with this particular group, and I would like to do that, so I will click save. Over here we can select the group type. Now if you look at it, by default it is general group. General group means it is more of a discussion group. But if you click on the see features, I will open in new tab. So over here we can see a lot of things. One is post formats, ask for recommendations, events, and files. Now if I go to this files setting, then this display as an option when people create a post, display as a button at the top of the community. So I'm okay, I would like people to share some kind of files and have an access to whatever files have been uploaded. So this is okay with me. Event and ask for recommendations are also okay. Over here you can see set of features, that is emergency relief, parenting, question and advice, real-time connection, learning. So you can select what kind of feature sets you would like to add. So suppose this guides and membership, yes, I would like to add. So I will click this and it will be added to our existing group. If you want to create a buy sell group where people can post something, maybe their furniture, their product, whatever they are creating at home, old or new, they can post and sell it and other members can buy it. If you are going to create buy sell group, then select this one. So right now I am having this general group, so I am not selecting anything from this, but yes, I always recommend to add this learning. I will come back to that point in later part why I am adding this. Over here, considering parenthood, you can include this kind of badges. Expecting parent, you can do that if you are having this set for parenting. We have already selected this guides and mentorship. From here you can also add all of these things. So right now we go back to our setting area and we continue with the general. So no need to do anything over here. We'll close this. So your customization part is over. Now manage membership. Who can join the group? Let's click this pencil icon. Now over here you need to decide whether you want to allow only profiles or profiles and pages. Only profiles means the real people, and pages, any brand page can also be a part of your group. I am okay with that. This can be your personal choice whether you want to allow pages or not. Depending on that, you can select this and click save. Who can approve member request? I will click this, and anyone in the group, only admins and moderators. So when you select anyone in the group, all the members would be having an access to approve the membership request. Today we are starting, let's say we are having only 10 members, tomorrow we would be having 100 and then 1000 members. In that scenario, all the 1000 members will have an access to approve the request of membership. If we click this only admins and moderators, then whatever designated people you have selected will be having this access. I would prefer like you go for admins and moderators, but still this can be your personal choice. who is pre-approved to join. Right now there are nobody, but if you come over here and select this upload a file, let's say assume you are running some kind of ads on Facebook where you are collecting users data and you are collecting an email ID. Let's say you were running a lead campaign and that's why you have got a lot of data of email. In that scenario, what you can do is you can create a CSV or TSV format and upload that file over here. In that scenario, for next 90 days, all those emails will not require any kind of manual approval. Anybody from those emails, if they come on this group and they click on the join group, they will immediately become a member of this group. They will not require any kind of moderation. So if you are having data of email, then definitely you should do this. Now membership part is over and we'll move ahead with the discussion. Who can post? Anyone in the group. Right now selected by default and admins only. I would say you should always go for anyone in the group, because if you want your group to be very active, then members should be able to interact with one another, and for that you should turn on this. Approve all member post, that is off right now. If we go for on, then post by members must be approved by an admin or moderator. I would like everyone to post, but I don't want everyone to post anything on my group, right? In that scenario, I would go for this moderation. So if someone is posting something, then unless and until a moderator or admin is approving that post, it will not be visible on the timeline. So I would recommend this, but still you can have your choice. Short comments, suggest default. Over here, what we can see is this setting applies to all posts in the group by default. Members can still change the order by C comments if they want. So this is default, but if you want to show the most recent comment at top, then you can go for this. I will go with the default, that is okay. Approve edits. This is by default of members can edit their post directly, and if I turn on this, then edit post must be approved by admin or moderator. I would recommend, if you are having private group and if you allow everyone to post, then go for approve edits on. Reason being, let's say a member had posted one content in which he promised 50% discount, and as a moderator or admin you approved that post. Now it is live on your timeline, but later on the member or the author who created that post comes back to that post and edits. Let's say instead of 50% discount, he is making it at 25%. So then there will be a lot of arguments, and in that scenario I would recommend, if you have turned on this, then you will get a notification that members has edited the published content, and unless and until you approve it, it will not be reflected on the timeline. So go for this. Default tab, that is discussion, and as I said, if you want to go for buy sell, you can do that, but right now we are creating a general group which is about discussion. Default post, write something, so you can select out of this what you want to prompt. As this is discussion group, write something seems to be okay, but let's say if you had created a buy sell group, in that scenario choose a photo or what you are selling would have been more appropriate. Post shortcuts, so let it be this way, because this is really very helpful in this way rather than removing anything from there. Post formats, over here you can see what kind of post you can have on this group. These are default, and we know photo and video, camera check-in, tag people, filling, background color, live, create event, tag event, get together, ask for recommendations, poll, add file, GIF, and host a Q&A. So there are a couple of things which are very common with the Facebook page, and we are aware about that, right? If you don't want to have something over here, you can always turn off. let's say get together. If you don't want to have this option, then you can turn it off. So right now I'm okay with all these formats. And this is new entry, anonymous posting. If you read over here, you will see how it works. Anonymous posts appear in the group without the author's name and profile photo. Their name will be still visible to admins, moderators, and Facebook's system. To protect the authors from exposing their identities, some options don't work with anonymous post. All anonymous posts require approval by an admin or moderator before they are published in the group. When people are able to post in the group without sharing their name, it can help them feel more comfortable in participating. So this is, as I said, a new entry or new facility introduced by the Facebook. By and large, what will happen is, let's say there are 100 members in your group, and whosoever is publishing would be visible, like, okay, ABC has published this content, and you can mouse over on the name and then you can preview their profile. But when you turn on this anonymous post, then if someone selects this particular option while posting, then their identity will not be revealed. This can be a good option. So let's turn it on and click save. Now over here we can see what things are added to group. So we have already seen all these things, right? Manage advanced settings, linked pages. Right now we are having only one page, Strikers Fitness. If you want to unlink that page, you can do that. And if you are having more than one pages, you can have association of same group with multiple pages. Recommended groups. If you are having any group which you would like to recommend, like, okay, we are having the Strikers Never Give Up, if I want to include this in recommended, then it will be visible in recommended group. Now in future, if I realize, okay, now I don't want that group to be recommended, in that scenario I can come over here and remove the same. Apps, right now this group is not having any app, and if you are having any apps, then you can always link it over here. So apart from this, there are few other settings. Now we'll look at that. You can see this admin tools, and in that admin assist. So right now whatever we have seen is related to type of content, who can be member, what can be posted, all those things, right? Now as you are allowing members to post, now you would be doing two things. One is you manage people and you manage post. So first let's look at the manage people. Approve member request if. Now we'll click this add and we'll select some criteria, like if these criteria are matching, then you need not to go for manual approval. You need not to do any kind of moderation. This will save your time, right? So we'll select, let's say, account age. Accounts that were newly created are less likely to be authentic. So by, let's say, default, this is person has had their Facebook account for 1 month or more. So we are okay with this. So we'll select this, add to admin assist. Now anybody who is requesting membership of this group, and if his Facebook profile is older than 1 month, then they will have an approval without any moderation. Decline member request if no profile picture. Let's say account without profile picture are less likely to be authentic. So whenever I am declining something, then I would like my that probable member to know why I am declining. In that scenario, I will come over here, notify person, and give feedback. I will click this and will write something over here. We'll say we approve members if they have a file picture. Click it to admin assist. So the moment somebody is requesting a membership, and the system will check whether they have a Facebook profile picture. If they are not having, then the membership will be declined. Suspend person for 1 day if repeat offenders. So here we have selected two criteria. Person has had 3 posts removed by admin in last 24 hours, or person had 10 comments removed by admin in past 24 hours. You can come over here and you can edit this number of posts. Instead of 3, 5, 10, whatever you want to select can be done from here. Sometimes this happens, the person to whom you approved a membership will start posting his own products and services on your group. In that scenario, maybe you need to delete his post frequently. And if you have set this criteria, in that case, if you have selected like suspend the membership for 1 day if the members post had been deleted 3 times in last 24 hours, then you need not to do that manually. It will automatically suspend the membership. So the first part is over, manage people. Now we'll move ahead to manage post. And in manage post, we are having decline incoming post, remove published post, turn off commenting, and move post to review. Now first let's check out this decline incoming post. So here you get a lot of options: spam post, post from fake accounts, post that violate group rules, post with profanity, post based on author's activity, post with reshared content, post with media. Now let's look at this. So here 4 criteria have been given. Post contains certain keywords. Let's go here and see. Limiting use of certain keywords can help keep conversations civil or on topic. In this scenario, post contains certain keywords. Right now, we haven't selected anything. So let's say I will select a word as discount, or let's say 123. So now if any incoming post is having any of this word, that is 123 or discount, then those posts will be declined, right? Now when I am declining this particular post, I would like to notify the author that why I am declining. So I will say don't promote your products with discounts word in the post. So this way the person would be having a clear idea why his post has been declined. Save and continue. There are other things. Author does not have a profile picture, which we had already seen. Post contains fewer than 10 characters. Let's say somebody is posting only hi. In that scenario, you don't want to allow that kind of post. Then you can select from here, post has at least 10 characters or post has fewer than 10 characters. So whatever you feel comfortable, you can select, and over here you can mention like your post was less than 10 characters, that has been declined. So this way the author will have a clear idea why his post has been rejected. Post contains links to specific site. This is interesting. Normally what happens in this discussion groups, people try to take the members from Facebook group to their affiliate website or on Amazon and Flipkart. In that scenario, you can come over here and select post has link to specific sites. If you know that Amazon is there, then you can select amazon.com or amazon.co.in, whatever, right? You add this. So now any incoming post which are having a link and that link directs to the Amazon will be declined over here. So here you can give a feedback like, we don't allow links which are taking the user to Amazon. So this way he will have a fair idea, okay, you need to remove the link. So these are the spam post criteria. Over here you can see post from fake accounts. These are, we have already seen, author does not have a profile picture, author has had their Facebook account for 1 month or less. So we have already seen that. Post that violates group rules. Author has had their Facebook account for 1 month or less. Author has violated group rules in the past 28 days. You can come here and edit, pair this criteria with another action. If you want to do it, you can select from here decline incoming post, and mute author, decline incoming post, and block author. So right now we select only decline incoming post, and we'll notify the author by saying that they have violated our group rules. So for that purpose, their incoming post has been declined. Now we'll see at the profanity part. Again, same thing over here, has been removed 3 times or more in last 28 days, or post contains fewer than 10 characters. Post based on author's activity. Author has not had 100% of post approved or published in the past 28 days. This is very tough criteria, so I would not recommend it. But author has violated group rules in the past 28 days. This is okay, we have already seen this. So over here the similar things are there, so you can choose it from here. Post with reshared content. If you don't allow content from other pages to be shared on your group, in that scenario you can come over here and set that. Post with media. Now here post contains 0 photo or fewer. Let's say if your group is about buy sell, in that scenario you need to have at least one image, right? If you are creating a group where you mandatorily ask people to have a video, in that scenario you can select this. Or let's say, let me show you this in detail. You can have post has a video, that's why you are rejecting, or post does not have a video, that's why you are rejecting, right? You can set the criteria as per the group formation. Post contains a link, that we have already seen. So these are the settings which you need to do on the decline incoming post. Now remove published posts, which are again having similar things. You can, let's see over here, these 3 things would be very common in the next topic. So we'll see over here. Post with conflict. Automatically take preventive measures if there are signs of conflict. Turn off commenting if post received 100 comments or more in the past 1 hour, or post has been reported 3 times or more. In certain scenario, what happens, you upload the content now that is live on your group, and within 1 hour you are getting abnormal number of comments on that. In that scenario, if you want to restrict this kind of activities, then you should turn on this facility, right? So whenever there is conflict, the post will be removed from your group. Second is contentious post. Over here again you can see post has been reported 3 times, post has received 100 comments. So these are again similar criteria. Post with harmful content. By and large, Facebook decides this content is harmful or not with their machine learning. But if you want to do anything different, then you can come over here and select post has been reported 3 times or more, then remove that post from your group. If members are reporting, then there must be something which is harmful. Turn off commenting, we have already seen this. The similar way, turn off commenting, that we have already seen, and move post to review if post includes false information. So over here you are going to take help of third party fact checker. If a lot of information on your group is about facts and figures, then in that scenario you need to be sure, like, okay, people are sharing right facts figure. In that case you can click this and select from here, move the post to review, move post to review, and suspend the author, move post to review, and block the author. So right now we'll go only for review. So whenever third party fact checker is sending you an alert, okay, this information is wrong, in that scenario the post will be moved from published to review. So we'll click add to admin assist. So this way you can save a lot of time by setting up this automation. So now our setting part is clear. So second part is about inviting people to this particular group, and that is actually very simple. Over here you can see invite members. If I click this, then I would be having this option. So you can turn on this and send an invitation, but manually if you want to invite somebody, then you can do it. Let's say if I want to send invitation to Krupal, then I will click this and send invitations. Now if I go to members area, then you will see, so in totality there are 3 members, but 2 of them need to accept this invitation. So let's go to my personal profile and see how this invitation looks and how I can accept that. So we'll go to my personal profile on this group, and here you can see Strikers Fitness invited you to join this group. So now I am acting as a person and I will click join group. Now anytime if I felt okay, I don't want to be a part of this group, then I can come over here and I will click this leave group. So I will not be part of this group anymore. Now if I go to this Strikers Fitness admin area, and if I click on membership, if I click see all, then this has been updated, because now I from my personal profile had been a part of this group, but I have left the group, right? Only one member is pending. Now when you are sending this invitations, before that ideally what you should do is you should set up this membership questions. So we'll click on this and frame our questions. This way what will happen, you will gather the data about your members. So the first question is going to be, enter your full name, and over here I will select return answer, will click save. Then we'll add the second question, that is enter your email address so we can send special offer to you, and we'll select again return answer, save. This way I would be having a name and email address of the member. Now I will create third question, which is about, let's say, how health conscious they are. So for that I will say, for how long you are considering fitness is important aspect of the life. And over here we'll go for checkbox, so we'll add options for 1 month, 3 months, 1 year, or more than 1 year. So I'm okay with this 4 options. I will click save. So now based on these 3 questions, I would know my members personally with their name. I would have one kind of mode through which I can interact with them apart from Facebook group, and that is email. And I would have a fair idea, okay, how health conscious this particular member is. So maybe I can come out with some custom suggestions for that particular member, right? So these are the things. Now what happens when you invite someone, then they need to answer this question, then only they will be getting membership of this particular group. We'll go to community home. So in invite, as we discussed, we can do 2 things. One is invite Facebook friends, and you can invite via email, as we had seen, like the pre-approved list of members with email, right? In this similar fashion, you can add those emails over here and send them a request to join this particular group, right? Right now we are not doing this, and we'll select invite friends, and from here I will select myself, send invitation. Now we'll go back to my own page and we'll see what happens if now I try to join this group. So let's click on join group. See, your membership is pending for approval. Answer these questions from the group admin to help them review. Based on this, we'll decide. So I will be saying my name is Kirit Jasani, and here I will give any random email ID for how long. Let's say I say for 3 months, and I submit. Admins have received your answers and you will be notified with request to join this approval, right? So now we are back on our community home of this group, and on members we can see this new members this week. Now if let's say as a person, if I want to invite someone else, then how do I do that, right? We'll click this invite, and from my friends, let me invite both of them, Pavik and Deepak. I will click this send invitations. I will ask them to join, and then we'll see what happens over here. Now Bhavik and Deepak both have accepted the request to join this particular group, and we can see over here private group 4 members. If we click this, then we would be able to see all the 4 members over here, right? So right now this one is pending and rest of them have joined the group. Now what else I would be able to do over here is, let's say I want to make Bhavik and admin of the group, moderator of the group, or wants to add as a group expert, pre-approved post, or I want to remove or block from the group. That can be done, and suspended in the group, limit activity, all these things can be done manually. So this is how you manage this particular area where you invite them and you connect them. So I think this portion is very clear now. Over here on this left hand side you can see this group rules. If you want to create any kind of group rules, you can come over here and write your own rules, and then you can decide whether that is mandatory to accept that rules or not to join this particular group. Right now I am not creating any rules. Now we'll look at the posting part. So now let's learn what kind of content we can post on this particular group. So as an admin, if I come to this members area, then the most interesting thing what I can do is write a welcome post. So right now we are having this 3 people as a new member, then we can post this pre-designed content, right? Let's welcome our new members Upadhyay, Deepak, Patel, Bhavik and Jasani Kirit, and if I click post, and if I go to discussions, then I would be able to see this particular post. And over here with this mouse over, I would be able to see the preview of profile, right? The moment if I mouse over on Patel Bhavik, then we can see director business development at Crowd Multiplier, and all those things are available. So this is one interesting type of content. So let's see what other type of content we can post over here. If we come over here and write this post as hello members. Now this is pretty simple, a text post, but over here we are having added features. If we select this members, then immediately we will be getting this options to make it bold, h1, inverted comma, bullet point, all these things are possible, right? So right now I am making it as h1 and I am posting. So over here we can see this particular thing written in larger size and in bold. So this way we can design our post in a better way. We can define where the people should focus on out of all the entire text. But every time we are not going to post only text. So let's see what other things can be done. Over here we can see photo and video, live video, GIF. All these things are we have already seen on our Facebook page, so we are not repeating them, right? And rather we'll go for, let's say, the different type of content, that is poll. Now over here you can take opinion of your members. So we'll say on Sundays what do you prefer, cycling, gym, or swimming? And if I post this, then a poll would be visible like this. Now if I go to my personal profile and check out this particular thing, then as you see over here, the welcome to Strikers Fitness is appearing because we had set this in the our settings part, right? So I will click continue, and now I would be able to see the content. Now when next time I'm coming back to this particular group, I would not see that welcome message again. Over here, let's say I will select swimming. So right now one answer is there, and that is 100%. So if I go back to admin, I will see one response and 100%, one vote seen by one. So as the member start participating in this particular poll, you will see number of votes over here and how many people have seen. Let's say if there are 100 people and 90 have seen and only 20 has participated, then you can see, or you can come to a conclusion that the members are yet not engaging, or they are not very active on your group. So this is very interesting type of content which is not available on your page. Now another thing over here, if you see the add a file, if I come over here and write let's say this is very interesting, must read, let me make it h1, and over here I will add some point as well. It's about healthy life, it's about daily routine. Now I will add some kind of document over here. So here is the document, 14 ways to stay fit and healthy, and I will click post. See over here we can see this Strikers Fitness uploaded a file, Strikers Fitness Heroes. This is the group, and this is very interesting, must read, and two bullet points are appearing and a facility to download this particular Word document. Now on your Facebook page you cannot share any kind of document, whereas that facility is only available in groups. So that is one thing which you should capitalize, right? Occasionally keep on sharing PDF or Word document which are very helpful to your group members. Now other than that, if you remember, we had added this guides, right? So that is one important aspect, and another thing is topics. So right now we are not having any topics. So what happens when you start posting something and you want to create a topic, then you need to add the hashtag. So let's try this, and we'll post some image. I have this image of gold dumbbells at best price for members only. Let's make it bold. Now what I will do is I will add this dumbbells over here, right? And I will post. Now to understand this entire concept, we'll also post another thing about dumbbell and one more post about yoga. Then we'll have a fair idea, okay, how this topics is working. So we'll come over here again and we'll select another image about dumbbells. Dumbbells for lady members only. And this time I'm making this lady members italic, and I will add the topic as dumbbells because we have already posted one content on this, so it is easily available. We'll click post. Now let's post something about yoga. Stay calm with yoga, and I'm adding the topic as yoga. Right now we don't have any post on this topic. We'll click post. Now if we see on the timeline, these are the things, right? Now over a period of time, what will happen if everyone start posting content on this group and we keep on approving, then there would not be any method to track a content. In that scenario, what I can do, let's say, let me come over here as a member. Now if I click on this topics, then I would be able to see, okay, there are content on these two topics. One is dumbbells and one is yoga. On dumbbells, I have two posts. If I click this, then I would be able to see both the posts together. So this is a really very interesting part on group. Now we'll again go back to our admin mode. Now we'll see the guides part, right? If you click over here, then you will see right now we have not created any guide. So let's click on this start a guide. And every time we need to give a name to the guide. So the first guide would be unhealthy habits. I'm not doing any description over here, and I will click save. So if you click over here, then you will find make guide optional. So by default, this is mandatory. That means every member need to go through this particular guide. We'll click create post and we'll give the title to this guide, kick unhealthy habits. So here is the content and I will post. So this is nothing but a text content, but now we have made this mandatory, right? We had not made it optional. In that scenario, everyone need to go through this particular content and need to click on this done. So let's go back to our page in members mode and see what happens over there. So now as a Kirit Jasani, I can see all this content, but the guides will be visible under this heading. And over here, if I click, right, there's 0 of 1 post completed. Right now I have gone through this particular content, then I can select this, click done. Over here you can see seen by one, right? Now we'll again go back to this group in admin mode. So now when other members like Deepak and Bhavik is going through this particular content, then it will show them that, okay, they need to go through this particular guide and need to click on the done. So this way you can come out with those content which are very helpful and ensure engagement on your group. Now one more thing in guide is that is quiz. So we'll create new guide and this is health quiz. So quiz are really very important in increasing your engagement. We'll, instead of creating post, we'll go for create quiz. Quiz title, how fit are you? People love to participate in this kind of quizzes, so you should come out with interesting quiz. And over here we'll say 30% is required to pass this particular quiz. We'll say can you swim for 30 minutes? And my answer here would be yes and no only. You can come out with very complex answers, and out of this we need to decide which one is right. So over here we'll say yes. If someone is saying no, and then if you want to give explanation to that answer, then you can add that over here. Right now we'll add the second question, and there we will be asking, can you run for 30 minutes? Again my answers will be yes and no, and I will select this yes as the right answer, and we'll add third question, that is, do you walk 10k steps every day? We'll say yes and say no over here, and my right answer will be yes. So now we are ready with the quiz. Just for the understanding purpose, I am keeping it simple, but you can come out with very complex quiz as well. If done. Now we'll go back to our admin area. We'll refresh this. And over here, we can see guide to health quiz. Now let me go to members view. Over here, I can see this new quiz has appeared under Strikers Fitness Hero, Strikers Fitness Heroes group. And if I click this see full guide, then I will be able to see all the guides like which we had created about kick unhealthy habits, and this is right now we are doing about health quiz. Now I can see over here, okay, I had already completed this unhealthy habits part. Now I am left with this one because one of two required guides are completed, so that is visible over here. So every member would be having a fair idea, okay, how many guides have been created and how many they have completed. They can find out it from this particular line as well as from this symbol. So right now it is very clear I need to complete this particular quiz. So I will click on tech quiz and questions will start appearing. Can you swim for 30 minutes? Yes, I can. Can you run for 30 minutes? Yes, I can. Next, do you walk 10,000 steps every day? Not every day, so I will click no and submit. Now over here I can see congratulations, you have passed the quiz with a score of 67%. This way it will inspire me to send this to my friends, and I can add some comment, I can like this. All these things are possible, and this way we can increase engagement on the group. Let's go back and we'll go back to our admin area. So whenever you are creating a post on group, you can schedule them as well. So if we say this is a scheduled post, and let me make this h2, then I can click this and select the date and time. Today is 25th June. I will select it at, let's say, 8:05, and I will schedule. So now on left hand side you can select this scheduled post and see all the scheduled posts over here. You can reschedule, you can post at any time, you can come over here and edit this particular post. Now only one thing is left out, that is the moderation alerts. So let's post something with the keywords which we had selected for moderation. For that we'll need to go to the community home. I will change to members view and I will start posting. Over here I will like write something like this: post anonymously. I don't want to do that, just unikit it, and I will click post. Now over here we can see your post is pending, right? Now let me go to admin area. So on admin area on the left hand side we can see this pending post, and we can see all these things are written over here. Now I will decide whether I need to approve this or decline. If I decline post and give feedback, then I can write anything over here why I am rejecting this particular post. Right now let me approve. Now we'll go to community home, and we can see just Anikrit posted this is visible over here, and admin approved your post in Strikers Fitness Heroes. At the starting of this video I had mentioned why I have created this second group that you will come to know towards the end of this video, and this is the time. So let's click Strikers Never Give Up, this particular group. In some scenarios you need to delete a group. In that case, if you come over here, you will not find any option to delete a group. So what you will require to do is you will click this members and remove each of them one by one. Remove member, delete recent activity, and click next. We'll remove this invitation, confirm. Now we are the only one member, and now come over here, then you will see one page new to the group, and we'll click this and leave group. Leave group as Strikers Fitness. Are you sure that you want to leave Strikers Never Give Up? As you are the last member, leaving now will also delete this group. We'll click delete group, and this Strikers Never Give Up is deleted. So if you are having 1000 people as a member and you want to delete that, then you need to remove all the members first, and then only you will have an option to delete the group. Whatever guides you have shared would be available over here. The topics wise content would be visible over here. Members detail will be visible over here. Events, if you are going to create any event, you can do it over here. If you click on find events and click discover events, from here let's say click create new event, then this is pretty much the same which we had seen earlier, like an online event and in-person event. So we are not going into detail of the same. If you click media, then you will be able to see all the content over here. If you want to create any kind of album, then you can give that album a name, let's say gym related images. Then I can upload multiple images. So right now I have selected 6 images over here. This is pretty much the way we had done this on our Facebook page. Still, we'll click this post, and now we are having this Strikers Fitness Heroes album gym related images, and we can see all these images over here. Now we'll go back to our album. So this is the album where we are having 6 images. Now under the files, whatever documents you are going to upload will be visible over here, and members can download them. Over here, let's quickly recap. This is community home. Overview will give you an idea. If anything is pending, then you can come over here and see those things, members requests, moderation alerts, right? And in this admin assist, you can figure out your rules on which you can save time. Members request, if any members request needs to be find out, then that can be done over here. Badge request, members questions, you can come here and modify your members questions. You can create your group rules from here. If there is any pending post, that is members have posted and you are yet to moderate, then that would be visible over here. Scheduled post can be seen over here. You can see all the activity log over here, what has happened at what time, all those things can be seen. Group rules can be created from here as well. Member reported content, if members are reporting any content as an inappropriate, that would be visible over here. Moderation alerts will come here, that is based on engagement or keyword, that can be figured out from here. Group quality will give you 2 aspects. One is admin violations. If admins are violating any policies set by the Facebook, then that would be visible over here. And if any members are violating anything, then that would be also available over here. If we click on grow group, then allow Facebook to suggest this group. We want to grow, so we'll continue with this. Over here we can see all the settings of group. Add features, we have already seen this. If you want to add any feature out of this, that can be done over here. And the last one is guides. So guides completed, there are 2 guides, and post completed 2, total completed, and health, everything you can figure out over here. So this is everything about Facebook group, how you can create a group, how you can invite members, and what kind of content you can post and gradually grow your group. As I mentioned earlier, if you are able to spend the time, and if you are prepared to create a separate content strategy for group, then only create a group. Just for the purpose of engagement, you can join any existing group and still take a benefit. So if it's making sense, then definitely create one group. See you in the next video.